Hey guys, I've been wanting to share this movie review for a little while now. Been a little bit under the weather, so it's been postponed until finally now. This is Keys to the Heart. This one exceeded all of my expectations and has become one of my new favorite drama comedy films, maybe of all time. Starring the great Lee Byung-hun. You know him from a lot of movies, Western movies. He's in G.I. Joe, Last Stand, but of course, we all know him for his perfection role in A Bittersweet Life, and of course, like I Saw the Devil. Those are two Kim Ji-woon films. He was in a recent movie called Inside Men, which he had an awesome role. Typically, he's like a super cool, badass character. And this one, Keys to the Heart, he also retains some of that. But we do get to see a little bit more of his softer side. This is a movie about basically a family. And so there's Lee Byung-hun, and he's a former like welterweight boxing champion who's kind of lost his way and is trying different things, but he's kind of just washed up technically.
나이가 좀 있어 보이는데 이 형이 좀 없이 살고 그래서 이래 보이는데요.
And so he's getting paid to go into some MMA fights and basically get his ass handed to him. But anyways, he runs into his mom suddenly, and who he hasn't seen in maybe 10 years or so. And a little bit awkward at first, but he needs a place to stay, and she invites him back to her place. And his mom, by the way, is played by the great Youn Yuh-jung. You might have known her. She's the elderly, she's the older housemaid in the housemaid. What's the English show? In The Housemaid, the one with Jun Do-yeon. She's in a lot of she's in Im Sang-soo's films. She was in The Taste of Money. She was in that Bakas Lady movie. She's in some Hong Sang-soo movies. Amazing job by her as well, but I'll get into that a little bit later. She invites him back to her house where there's this younger brother that he has never known about, never met in his life.
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 나다 네 동생.
And that is played by Park Jung-min. Now, his younger brother has a little bit of, I would say, severe autism or something like that. He is, he's a little bit weird, and he's awesome at video games, and he likes making ramen. He's really good at that, but he pretty much just says yes all day, and he's really annoying to his brother. But he is basically a savant piano player.
저거 서번트인데 음악 천재.
He's super master, and that becomes a big part of the story. I don't want to give too much away, but the mom has some business she needs to take care of in Busan, so these two are going to be spending a lot of time together while Lee Byung-hun's character is trying to save up to go to Canada, maybe some training or something. But anyways, that's pretty much where the story sets up, and it couldn't have been acted more superbly. Lee Byung-hun, don't need to say anything. His credentials speak for themselves. You do get to see a little bit of a softer side to him and a comedic side, which is really nice. But the other actor, Park Jung-min, the brother, the autistic brother, you might have seen him in Dongju, Portrait of a Poet. I have a review on the website if you're interested. But that was when he pretty much caught a lot of people's attention as an up-and-coming great young actor. And then he had another great performance in this movie called The Artist, which I also have a review of on the website. But he's been impressing me for a couple years now. And in that movie Dongju, which is the first one I saw him in, I thought he kind of stole the show, and he was the lead character's friend in that one. So it's really cool to see him in another big movie. Those two movies that I mentioned before were kind of independent, or artist was more, but smaller movies for sure. To star with Lee Byung-hun in a big New Year's movie, this is big. Confirms my belief that this guy is going to be one of the new up-and-coming A-listers. He's pretty much, I would say, my male companion to Kim Tae-ri, the young girl in Park Chan-wook's Handmaiden, and she was in 1987. So these two actors are my favorite up-and-coming young Korean actors, one male, one female. The way that this family comes together and the different comedy elements and drama all combined, the music worked perfectly. It was really cool to see a lot of classical piano music, actually way more than I thought was going to be in it. Very unique tone to this movie overall, and don't want to give anything away, but there wasn't a dry eye in the theater when I watched this, so get the tissues ready. Could be an emotional one, but extremely entertaining, and I can't recommend it enough. This movie was, down here it says it's brought to us by the production team that did Himalayas and Confidential Assignment. So those were two big movies, and if you enjoyed those, you might enjoy this one as well. A little bit, kind of a blockbustery, but good, and it has a lot of entertaining elements. But this one of those three, I think, is the best so far. CG Entertainment, really hoping this joins the CJ limited edition line, and it's going to be a day one buy for sure from me. Highly recommended. Keys to the Heart. It's my favorite movie this year so far. Haven't seen a ton of them, but I'm predicting this is going to be up there on the list at the end of the year. That was my quick review for Keys to the Heart, new Korean comedy drama film of 2018. This is the first sort of mini video review that I've done, so if this was helpful, if you liked it, if you would like to see more, or if you have questions, please like the video and let me know what you think in the comment section, and I would love to do more of these if they're helpful. So thanks again, everybody, and I'm going to be back with a mid-February Blu-ray update. There's a lot of them very soon. So thank you, and I'll see you soon. Keys to the Heart.